This message is brought to you by the friends and partners of Kakra Baden.
Welcome. Kakra has been discussing our purpose here on this earth from his latest book, The Invitation, in an interview with Reverend Yawson. Today he continues. Let's join in.
You're welcome back. We've been talking about my new book, The Invitation, powerful book, and I'm here with my friend, Reverend Yawson from KICC. Reverend Andy.
Yes. So The Invitation, we looked at a whole number of things about it, and you said they were actually in stages. We talked about quite a number of them, and now we want to look at the final one.
Good. Let me start with the story. You know, I had this encounter where I went to heaven. And when I was in heaven, this angel was conducting me around. At all.
Okay.
Yes. And we visited a house, a big house, beautiful, the most beautiful house I've ever seen. And the interesting thing was, this mansion was under construction, wasn't finished. So I remember I asked the angel, why is this house not finished? And then he said that, whilst we are living on this earth, our works are some of the material that completes the house.
Okay.
That's why it's good to serve the Lord.
Yes.
Revelation 14 verse 13, it says, blessed are they who die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, said the Spirit, their works will follow them. But I saw a certain gentleman there. This particular gentleman, he was shining, but wasn't so bright, like the others I'd seen.
Yes.
And interestingly, he was also crying. So I asked the angel, I said, I thought there's no crying in heaven. Then he drew my attention to Revelation chapter 5 when John went to heaven. In verse 4, he said, and I wept much. Because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book. So he said to me, the difference is you cry because sometimes there was something maybe you thought you could have done for God that you didn't do.
It was more out of regret than...
Yes, it's not out of pain, it's more out of regret.
Okay.
So this guy was crying. And I asked, how come he does not shine so much? And I asked, where is his house? Then the angel said to me, he comes from a certain section of heaven called outer darkness.
Yes.
Then he said, the people who don't have so much glory, that's where they live. So because they don't shine so much, when you get there, it looks darker than the inner part.
Yeah.
That's why Daniel said, they that turn many to righteousness shall shine as the stars. Then it says, they who are righteous, they will be like the brightness of the firmament. So, which means that there are going to be different degrees of glory. So, you know, it struck me that what we do for God is very important.
Matters. Yes.
And you see, if you check the scriptures, there are 3 places the Bible talks about outer darkness. And if you check, all of them, the scene is heaven.
Right.
Like if you read Matthew chapter 8, Jesus spoke to a centurion.
Yes.
And he said he has not seen such great faith.
Yes.
Then in verse 11 he said, I say unto you, many shall come from the east and the west, and they shall sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. Then he said, the children of the kingdom, they're not children of the devil, shall be cast out into outer darkness. So what Jesus said was that the centurion will be eating with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But some people will be excluded because they will be at outer darkness.
Okay.
You understand me? And I realized that it's not just we have all just arrived in heaven. There are certain privileges associated with how you led your life on this earth.
So the works count, they matter.
They matter. But when I checked, something shocked me. There's a feast in heaven, it's called the marriage feast of the Lamb.
Right.
And you have to be called to attend that feast.
Okay.
That feast, the Bible records in Revelation chapter 19, verse 7. It says, let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come. His wife has made herself ready, which is the church.
Yes.
And to her was granted that she should be clothed in fine linen, clean and white. And you know what the linen is? It says the fine linen is the righteous works of the saints. So it's our works.
Works, righteous works.
It's our works. Then in the next verse, it says, blessed are they that are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. So you have to be invited to this party.
Okay, so that's what they... So I think, the marriage feast of the Lamb, like you said, that's like the final...
The final call.
The call.
And that's the only call that has a difference. In this call, you are not conformed to the image of His Son. It's a call for rewards.
Yes.
But we skip one invitation. The call to ministry.
The call to ministry.
The call to ministry.
Right.
We skipped that one.
Okay.
So let me just briefly talk about that one.
Okay.
The call to ministry is to help to prepare many other sons to glory.
Of course.
So whilst we are preaching to people and they are becoming born again and we are teaching them, we are also helping them to meet the ultimate purpose of God. That is to be conformed to the image of His Son. So remember, I even quoted Ephesians chapter 4 verse 11. He gives some apostles, prophets, evangelists, pastors, teachers. For what reason? He said, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying or growth of the body of Christ. He says, till we all come, all of us, in the unity of the faith and the knowledge of the Son of God, unto that perfect man, which is Christ, unto the stature of the measure of the fullness of Christ. So the purpose of church is to help people to be conformed to the image of His Son. If we preach breakthroughs, there's nothing wrong. Blessings, there's nothing wrong. But if at the end of the day, they don't look like Jesus, we've missed the point.
Yes, and even for us who are teaching them, are we also setting the right example? Because when we are becoming like Him, people who look up to us, as Paul said, imitate me even as I imitate Christ.
Exactly.
Challenge.
That's true. Thank you, Pastor Andy, for coming and for this wonderful discussion on my new book, Invitation. Can you hold it up to them? Yes, it's a wonderful book. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world, this book will get to you. And I believe that one day, God being merciful, you and I will meet in heaven.
Thanks for joining us. Don't miss tomorrow's episode for the continuation of this exciting interview. You can order this book through the following means. Send an email to info@kakrabaden.org. Call us on WhatsApp or send a WhatsApp message to +233 55 700 9010. That's +233 55 700 9010. You can place a regular call or send a text to +233 20 75 75 215. That's +233 20 75 75 215. You can also place your order on Facebook by posting order invitation at the comment section or message window. We also deliver worldwide.